It's the Lantern Festival.
Our cost went from $1 to about 20.
I am blown away.
Today was our last day in Nha Trang. We spent the day walking through the beach in the old town and finding a nice place to have lunch. We eventually settled on a more of a Western style meal. It was like brisket and beef burgers, and it was delicious, but it did come with a price tag.
We have absolutely loved Nha Trang though. We didn't do that much research into what this place was like, but it's a real resort town. And one of the first things Jordan said was like how much it reminds him of Hawaii. It's almost like it's Vietnam's version of Hawaii. Having that sort of resort town vibe does of course come with a price tag, but I think we found a bit of a hidden gem with this hotel room because for $20 a night, this is one of the best hotel rooms we've had so far.
In terms of value for money, it is the best one we've come across by far. It's bordering luxurious for $20 a night. The bathroom is awesome. It's like marble in the bathroom. We've got a big double bed, and the view, we've got a massive window right out the front of the bed that looks out onto the beach and some of the skyline. You can't go wrong.
We did organise a late checkout today because we're getting another overnight bus all the way to Danang. From Danang, we will then make our way to Hoi An somehow.
We were tossing up between the train and the bus, and we hit a little bit of a compromise and decided to go to the bus because it's cheaper, but the nicest bus possible, which is still only half the price of what the train would have been. Pick me up.
Here we opted for the top because that way if people are walking up and down during the night they won't disturb us as much. I know we had quite low expectations, but it looks kind of comfy. It's definitely a bit on the shorter side, so I think you're going to struggle a little bit. It looks like we've got a curtain for privacy, a sleep button, an LCD button, there's Wi-Fi on board, charging ports, USB ports, a headphone jack, a towel blanket, and a pillow that looks clean enough. I'm pretty impressed.
Not the most legroom for me, but I can lay back. Not too upset about that. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling cautiously optimistic. They've also got blinds and curtains, so it is super private. It's about 10:30. This guy drives really crazy, and there's just honks constantly, and everyone's talking really loud. But I think it's late enough now that I should try and get some sleep. That honking has been going all night. Oh well, we're here. Almost here.
That bus ride really wasn't that bad. We're not really sure how to get to Hoi An from here. Apparently there's a local bus we can take, but we don't really know the details or if we're at the bus station that happens from. Jordan's gone to find out some information. Hopefully we can find some coffee as well. So far so good.
No more bus to Hoi An. We asked like 6 separate people and the actual company that was supposed to do it, and they said it just doesn't run anymore, so our cost went from $1 to about 20.
We're in a Grab now, so we'll get there.
We are all checked in Hoi An. We didn't time this at all, but Tonight is the Lantern Festival. I think we're gonna nap because they were beeping and yelling at each other the whole time on the bus, so we didn't get too much sleep, and we want to be ready for the festival. So we'll pick it back up tonight. It is now 5 hours later. We're gonna make our way back to the old town.
As we said, it's the Lantern Festival. Apparently they turn off all of the electricity in the city, so it's just candle lights and the lanterns. So beautiful. I love that all the lanterns are lit up, that everyone's just walking on the street. It is packed out though. I didn't expect it to be this busy. It is absolutely beautiful. We did come in here earlier to get a coffee because we couldn't check into our hotel straight away. But I am blown away at how many people are already here. They have it all lit up with all these lanterns, and this is just the beginning. It's not even dark yet, but I'm obsessed. I'm so happy that we happened to be here during the Lantern Festival. So we've come to this restaurant purely for the fact that it has an open balcony area where we can overlook the river and watch all of the lanterns. It's a bit more on the expensive side, but I'm pretty sure you're paying for the view, so we don't really mind. It's only a little bit more expensive. We'll try and tighten our belts tomorrow.
The view is awesome. The view is worth it. I'm surprised, even though it is more expensive, that this isn't chockers right now. One thing about this bridge is it's not the biggest. No, it is not.
You get about 5 steps before you have to stop for someone taking a photo. We got to watch the view from up at the balcony. It was beautiful. So now I think we're wandering around the old town before we head back to the hotel.
Yeah.